Alright guys, I stayed in at Provo last night at the Ramada Inn off the highway here, off of Interstate 15. It's looking like it's going to be a hell of a hot day. So what we're going to do is I have talked to my co-worker who's currently staying down in Moab, and he's there for a couple days, and kind of tomorrow he's got to start packing up, so we're gonna head down to him and see what he's up to. Maybe do some rides, and he's gonna cut out of work early today just to go riding with me. So we'll see how things are going for him. And, we will be on our way. So, quick update from last night after I left you guys on Route 30. I eventually made it down to Provo. I ended up getting in around 10:30 last night, which was the latest I've ridden so far on this trip. I will say one of the other shortcomings of this bike is the headlights. The headlights are, for lack of more apt description, completely and totally useless. Even the high beams, they really, I mean, maybe for, you know, if you're going slow, but if you're going on the highway at like 70, 80, it just does not throw enough light to be able to see where the hell you're going. Luckily for me, all of my dark riding was done on Interstate 15 there, and it's all lit, so it was fine. You know, I could see plenty in front of me. Not a big deal. But there was one area where there was construction, and all of the street lights had been ripped out, and it was a little hairy. I couldn't really see, you know, if there were no cars to kind of project light, I couldn't really see what was on the road all that far in front of me, which means if I would have had to, you know, avoid like a truck tire or something in the middle of the road, I would have had very little time to really react to do that. And plus, you know, having been on the bike for, well, on and off, but mostly on the bike for a solid 13 hours, I was pretty tired. So yeah, if you get this bike and you plan on doing a lot of nighttime riding, particularly on country roads and things like that, highly recommend put some aftermarket lights on it. I don't think they're all that expensive. I've seen several. I think you can get some direct from Kawasaki actually, but you'd probably be better off going aftermarket. And they look good on the bike, so you know, you don't have to look like a total ass with a bunch, you know, lights everywhere, light bars and stuff. But I definitely recommend doing that. So, as far as the route goes to get to Moab, there's all these mountains here, and I could just take 15 south and then hang a left on Route 6, but I was kind of looking at the map this morning, and I kind of see some roads that are kind of snaking through the mountains and end up at Route 6, so that's what we're going to do. I believe the entrance is just down this way. I need to kind of cruise down 89, which is over here, and then we can go check that out. But my coworker in Moab's been there for 3.5 weeks at this point. He knows the lay of the land. He knows what good roads there are. So we'll go do some riding later in the day. He's been nice enough to let me stay there for the night, which is great. So I'll have a free place to stay. And then tomorrow we'll head down to, hopefully, to Zion. It is it's going to be quite hot. From here down to Zion is looking like the next few days are going to be by early afternoon. It'll be in the low 100-degree temperature range, and I have the clothing for that. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but yeah, it's going to be a hot one. I'll have to bust out the cooling vest, which worked really well leaving Chicago, but I haven't touched it since. And I did pack some extra water in my top case just for today, in case, because it is supposed to be about 100 degrees today as well. Right now it's about mid-70s, which is really comfortable. I have everything opened up with just a t-shirt on, but if it climbs up, another 20 degrees, I'll be cooking. Now I just gotta see if I can find this road. Kind of the way that I've been navigating on this trip is I kind of look at my phone and I just go to Google Maps. I don't really have it routed for me, or I'll have it routed for me, and then I'll see like what else I can do, and then I just kind of memorize the route and the mileage is kind of between where my turns are, so I have like kind of reference points. And then I go from there. And so far, I've made, I think maybe one mistake, which was yesterday actually after left on Route 30. I turned the wrong way on 30 when it split, and ended up adding another 45 minutes to that ride yesterday, which is why it took so long to get there. Wow, what a thing to have your backyard back up to. Maybe my frame of reference is just totally shot because I'm a Midwestern boy, but probably is. But see, now this is the type of weather where if it rains, I wouldn't mind so much. But we are in the damn desert, basically, so, or we will be, rather.